Hey, I'm back. I'm doing NGXS today. I'm going to put the link, the StackBlitz link in the description. And yeah, this will be a pretty straightforward one, I hope. I'm just going to be basically directly copying this NGRx stuff. And so I'm going to fork this. And yeah, let's get going. I will try to directly translate as much as possible. NGXS has its own way of doing adapters. And when I was going through the documentation, I didn't realize this, but that's actually an awesome opportunity. I need to look at how they do the entity adapter stuff. Well, entity. They're not going to call it adapter probably, but yeah, I'll see how they do it, and I will copy how they do it. I'll try to copy their style, but yeah, and I looked at I listened to a few interviews or something, just some presentations that members of the NGXS core team have given in the last year or two, and they seem to emphasize a lot how similar NGXS is to regular Angular type stuff with decorators and classes. That's the type of stuff I least like about Angular. So a lot of people come from object-oriented backgrounds and they like to see the familiarity even though they're doing something completely different. And why would that matter? I don't know, but it is. I guess it's nice amidst all of the confusion to have some amount of certainty, but whether an action is an object or a class doesn't matter whatsoever. But people seem to really like that in NGXS their classes. So anyway, I will try to respect that. I will try to make it look classy, but I'm not gonna stress if I end up just copying over like the exact state change logic and just referencing it in the different states. So with that said, here we go. First thing I'm going to do is comment out all of these things, just like I did with NgRx. This is going to break some stuff, and I will comment out all of this as well. Comment out all that. And that. And then an app component. Yeah, I'm just going to comment everything out, and then I believe this is just it's been a bit since I've done this, so I'm trying to remember. Drive state just uses ArcGIS, yeah? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, the cool thing with state adapt is you could just do this. Let's see. This is just basically pseudocode. Adapt. Aqua. And then we want derived state, so that would be the adapter. It would be, or might as well look so we can copy and paste it exactly. And then you can refer to color.name or color.state in here. Look at this. This is actually less code than RxJS already, and it's in Redux DevTools. So how neat is that? Oh shoot. Nah, you need selectors. So never mind. It's not less code. It's a little more. Still, it's pretty cool, I guess. Alright. So I would say that it's like slightly more complex, but not much. Okay. Anyway, that was a side note. complete site thing. I gotta not do that too much, or else this is gonna take forever. So, all right, but that was the demo 2. Okay. Right. Let's comment out all of that. Okay, I commented too much in app module. Yep, so these should be okay. There we go. So, yep, basic stuff. Good, perfect. This looks exactly like it should. All right. Now I'm going to remove the dependencies. So let's see, how do I get to, okay, they're down here. I'm going to delete this first. And then this. Hopefully it doesn't try to reinstall them or anything. Now I'm going to go to the documentation and do getting started. Installation. NGXS/store. Okay. Back here. All right, that's done. Now we want, where are DevTools? It's not going to be advanced. I've actually never used, I've never set up NGXS in a project before. I worked inside NGXS for a long time and actually developed StateAdapt within an NGXS project. It's its own reducer or state. So, okay. I'm just going to try this out and see what happens. There's not going to be any state yet. Yeah, it's doing that with all the packages. That's really annoying. So I'm going to keep them next to each other until the very end. And then it's going to be what's it complaining about? Oh, that was weird. Okay, I didn't copy it all the way. Okay. And then at the very end, I'm going to delete all the commented code and yeah, just to keep things simple. This is going to be just true. And this will end up being a big array, but I'm not going to worry about that yet. Well, won't know what's working until I just start. So I'm going to start with this, and this is where it's going to start getting crazy. Well, I mean, I can do this first. And that would be, oh, the color picker's fine. This one is the one we'll have errors first. Wait. Did I just, I think I'm gonna go backwards. I'm gonna do the most complex thing first, because it's easier to go down from there, I think. I'm gonna try it. That's what I decided that I was gonna do. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna start with the last one first. So yeah, this is gonna be really fun. A lot of stuff to figure out. All right, so all of this, we're gonna convert the first thing to NGXS. Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, right, good. That makes sense. Okay, so let's see, close others. Can I do that? Hey, cool. Cool, hey, that's great. I mean, I didn't really do anything here. Yeah. I don't think. Selector. See, all this is going to be in one oh, that's... Yeah, that's just the name of it. Okay. Okay, so I have to figure everything out now. Alright, NGXS actions. They're actual classes. And I don't like that, but some people do. So I'm going to do it that way because I don't think there's another way. Yeah, I remember all this stuff. This will have more boilerplate. Okay. Yeah, and then you set the properties of the constructor. Like, are people going to try to set? Are they going to try to change type? I don't. I don't think this. I don't think we need any of that, actually. But yeah, so let's just take the first one. All right, how's this going to look? I'm going to call this favorite color change. Colors and like that. And then the props. Was this public? I think they have these public, but yeah, that's what I thought. And these are the actual so it's like calling a function. This deviates from NgRx, but anyway, I want this. So yes, these all have to be separate actions. They're changing separate state and reusing the state patterns, but having different actual states and not worrying about nesting them. That is definitely the way I wanted to go. I think that's what I did. I refactored to that. So, right. Is there a way to not have to repeat the types on these? I'm gonna do it like this. Okay? And guess what? It's public because that's the default thing, right? Let's see. Oh, okay. That only works for properties, right? Okay. It's only default for properties. I think if I probably should have just kept it. That was weird. Name. I don't know. It's public either way. I don't care. Okay. All right. So this actually works. So is there a quick way for me to do this? I could just call it payload. This I could call it payload. I want to reuse this type. That would be less boilerplate. That's why I want to do this. So, all right. Oops, I bumped the microphone. Okay, so this is gonna be crazy. Okay, let's try this. For now, read only type equals colors, no inside. There we go. Nope. Okay, good. Now I'm gonna take those out. Make that like that. Constructor. Just stick with the default for now. Okay, that worked out. All right. What do I call it? Let's see. Colors received. Colors string. Okay, this is not what I want. This is now an advantaged NGXS. All right, that's exciting. Let's see. Change color. Favorite color change. Dislike color change. Neutral color changed. So yeah, I will actually. Yes. Just like color change. There we go. Now we got all these different received ones. That's what I called it. I'll just call it the same thing then, just for maximum. Well, just to keep them the same. Okay. Like, these are classes. You really prefer this over this? The information is here. The information is what matters. This is like boilerplate. Classes are mostly boilerplate, in my opinion. But whatever. Let's move on. I think that's blackout. That's the last one. Okay. It's an action. A lot of copy and pasting here. And no props. So advantage to NGXS. Don't have to do this weird thing here. Maybe you don't even have to do it at all. In NGRx, maybe I did that wrong. Let me know if you know the answer. Let me know. Okay, all right. We got some NGXS actions here, all condensed and packed together. Because of how much there is, I want to separate them like that. I didn't feel a need with NGRx, but it's harder to see at a glance what the actual stuff is. So this helps a lot, whereas with NGRx, it really wasn't important. Okay, now we're going to create a state. And first I'm going to see if the... I'm going to not touch the adapter at first, and then I'm going to play with it after. But for now, I'm just going to create a new file for the state. All right. We're going to call this, all this stuff, state. Okay, so dot state. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, new file. Awesome. And whatever this stuff is, I'm not looking at it yet. Cool. So an injectable. This is a slight advantage to NGXS. It's, sometimes you want to use dependency injection, so we're not doing animals though here. We're going to do, what's the reducer called? We're going to do 3 things here, right? So basically Wait, why is this here? Why is this here? No. I gotta change that. I gotta change that. What am I thinking? Why was that here? What is this doing here? Am I not importing it from here? That was neglected. Did I not save it? I maybe didn't save it. Where's 7? Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna have set. Set to black. Yeah, and that's not needed there. Oh, okay. Save. Yeah, I forgot how much stuff you still need. It's just like the wrapping, the wrapping in the whole global store, state object, and then the unwrapping. It has to be done everywhere. What about here? No, I got rid of it there. I just forgot to add it here. That's crazy. Okay, well that's fixed. Back to here. Okay. All right. Now, what's up with you? What's up with you? This is, oh, the whole file is broken. Okay. Maybe I should just rename this. Yeah, I'm gonna like get rid of that. No, it's got syntax I like and need. So I will put, I'll just copy one of it at a time. Okay, this will definitely be needed. This is going to be the same for multiple. So that's going to be that. And yeah, okay. So the name is going to be, oh, we need a parent state because we're combining reducers. So let's see, children. Okay. Let's just call this colors 7 and make this be the main one. And it will not be loading state. It will just have children. I don't think you need anything else. So I don't think, yeah, order doesn't matter. Classes are functions. So let's do this. This will be favorite, right? Reducer, combine reducer. So favorite, disliked, and that. I don't know. They define their own path, which is good. It's good for children to define their own path. Let's see. Sorry, I'm like, looks like I'm soaking in a lot of information, but I'm just like looking at one thing at a time. It's not really that interesting. So, and I'm like forgetting what I'm looking for too. I don't know what the deal is. Okay, it's not set here. At module. That's where it used to be set. Colors 7. Okay, so right. We're defining it in the child, so that will be here, color 7. Now, defaults. Loading state. going to call this colors7 state, and that gives us something to import. That'll be our favorite state. Yeah, similar naming convention there. I'm not going to put that quite there yet, or I'm going to put it there quite yet. Okay, down here. Yes. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to get rid of that. You know, it's nice that this is all, I'm just going to free that up now. So I can click between these. I'm not gonna be doing that again though. Okay, so color7 state, favorite state, that's favorite, loading state, good. I'm not gonna copy and paste this yet. I'm going to, what's the deal here? Well, I guess this will really mirror the NGXS thing, NgRx. Wind's really blowing outside. I don't know if you can hear that. That just blew something over. Anyway. Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to use a decorator. Okay, where's action? Action. Here we go. All right, this is the exciting part. Action. NGXS. Yes, and import it from the wrong place. It's so weird. I wonder why it does that. And this is gonna be change favorite color, right? I can just change favorite color change. Why don't I name those the exact same? I mean, this is a function. That's why I named it that, but it's actually an action creator. So this should be named a noun. Favorite color change. That's what it should be called. I might go back to the NGRx thing and rename those. It's a lot of work to rename these things, but I'm not going to be doing like diffs that really matter. They're different anyway because they're capitalized. So I'm not going to be comparing these. Hero color change. Okay. I don't think I can just copy the state change here. It's got to be a function. This is the name of the state change, but it takes the arguments here. So what I'm wondering is, I would like to be able to make state adapters that are usable inside every state management library. So I'm thinking about creating like an adapter function that adapts adapters to the different state management libraries. So this one would be like use state context or something like that. And then you give it an adapter, and then it returns all your state changes like this. But I also want to go see entity labs. That's in labs. There's a community. No, it's going to be here. Entity state. How do you use this? All right. Extends, you have to do super, and you have to pass in, what is this, the property for the ID? Interesting. I don't really understand that. Here's the default actions, which I would kind of expect for NGXS to provide. They're similar to synthetic actions, so I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. Just saying they're not bound by the same like strictness that NgRx is. How do you use these though? Oh, I bet what you do is you just dispatch the action after the one you get, because we're okay if all kinds of actions are dispatched from one button click. So you save a, let's say you click a button, and it makes two state changes. One of them is defined in the entity adapter, or the entity, whatever it's called, entity class, and you want to make another one that's not defined in that. What you would do is dispatch their action. No, you dispatch your action, and then you'd basically map to it like this to one of these actions. So this is a lot like NGXFX, where you're using NGXFX for everything. So, I mean, you could dispatch one of their actions and then you have your own state react to it in a different way as well. But it's probably not going to be like that. People are probably going to, I mean, you can. People might do that, but it's not going to be descriptive about what happened. But you know, like that's what I see with a lot of NGXS actions. It's just basically like really elaborate method calls, like set this or do this, do that. So you look at your Redux DevTools and you're like, okay, I see a lot of things being set, but why? And it's just hard to figure it out. So yeah, okay, so this is a really lax approach to a lot of this. So what I would do, oh man, but what if, how do you scope it to the state? How do you make it so that it only, where do you get the actions from? Oh, that's how you scope it to the state. Okay. Makes sense. Crazy, okay. How is it listened to? How do you listen to this? I don't think you do. I think, wait, am I zoomed in? Why did it zoom out? Oh, I'm on NPM. Sorry, couldn't see that for a second. But, yeah, set loading. Why is, like, how do you use this in your own stuff? What does their entity class look like? What does it actually look like? You have an action decorator, and you call it with the state. I don't know. It's implementing this reusable state management stuff. That has to be kind of annoying. I'm curious. I'm going to check on GitHub what they've done here. Source lib state. Where is their state? There it is. Okay, so we got, are we going to listen to an action in here? No, apparently not. So these are methods. Where does it listen though? And this is how I want to define my own thing. Or this is how I want to map an adapter to be used in NGXS. This is nice, but where do they actually listen to the action? I need to zoom in on here too. See, I went a while without uploading anything, and what zoom is that? This is probably good. So all the websites I was using, they all went back to normal. So action handlers, yes, here we go. So we got entity state, type. What? Oh, they're reusing a lot of this stuff. Okay, so it's generic wrapping the methods in listeners. Of entity action. Yeah, this is not a pattern I want to copy. I mean, could we? I'm sure there are. How do you do decorators? Either way, I don't want to define actions with adapters. I mean, that's not typical NGXS at all. I mean, like it's not how you define. You wouldn't define these adapters. So I'm not wondering like how do they recommend? Because they have patterns recommended for selectors, but what about state changes? Where do you put those? And this seems like a really advanced thing as I expected it would be. The way they organize their entity stuff. This is in labs. It's, I don't know if it's community or whatever, but what's a pattern that an NGXS developer would want to use to reuse stuff? I don't care. Whatever it is, it's going to increase the code. So I will help out NGXS on the score by maintaining this pattern, and if somebody from the NGXS team sees my article and they want to help and figure out an object-oriented friendly way of doing this, that's fine, but I don't want I don't want to do it. So, okay. All right. I'm okay with that. So I will just wrap this, and I mean this has to be done somewhere. The method signature has to be done, and an NGXS person, I don't want to make them depend on state adapt or whatever utility I create. And most of them aren't going to create anything like this that maps them, so I'm just going to do exactly what they have here. So this one's just going to be called feed animals, or change colors. Change color, singular. Okay, so far so good. I might come back to this, but for now I'm content. All right, I don't. You see, they say that it reduces boilerplate. What I actually think they mean is it increases imperative programming and makes it easier to incrementally build things. Because it's like imperative style is easier for people who are used to it. So I'm not convinced it's easier absolutely anymore. I think reactive might be easier actually. Anyway, okay, so we've got get state. I'm gonna just one line this. I'm gonna NGXS state. Okay, and then we're gonna do change color. No, not that. We're gonna import it from adapter. Where's 7 adapter? Set. I think I can just call this set, right? No, it's change color. Here it is. Duh. There it is. How come I couldn't see that before? That's weird. Get state. Oh yeah, we need the payload. Man. Okay. Let's see. I'm just gonna call it colors. Is this? I think you need special. Oh, action dot. And what did I call it? Colors? No, color change. That's what I call it. So action dot. Action. And this will actually be this one. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, now we're gonna pass in this dot change. Dot. Yeah, that should be it. Okay, what's wrong with this? I hope it's not going to make me put that in here. It's been a while since I've done NGXS. Maybe. Okay, what am I missing? Oh. What is, did I do that? String. Yeah. It returns string array. Good. What is? Let me just first make sure this type is good. What are you? String? What's this? Get state? What? What is going on? State context. Oh, duh. There we go. All right. Okay, hey, we got an action. Would people do this? When people do this, this is a lot of boilerplate if you're going to reuse logic. don't think people would do this. I think I need to create a class that has this method like this. This is what I'm going to try. I'm going to try this inline here. Class, let's see. Shared color state stuff. And this is going to be, it's going to have this. All right. Nobody knows what it is. Okay. Can you call super here? Oh no. I mean, I didn't think this would work, but let's see what the internet says. Let's see. TypeScript apply decorator to inherited method. Okay, I'm just gonna look at the answer. After spending a few hours playing around and searching the web, I got a working version. I don't understand why this is working, so please give me, or forgive the lack of explanation. The key is to use get own property descriptor. Dang, this is actually kind of advanced. Yeah, this. There's an issue. Decorators do not recognize class inheritance. Oh. No, it knows. It knows what it's supposed to be. Decorating in a derived class. This is what I want. All right, let's look at this together. 3. I can afford to go more. All right. Base. This is exactly what I want. Sorta. I think I'm going to try to follow the error and try to understand it. So I think this is a method. I'm going to think about this and then unpause my recording when I have something to say. Well, I've got stuff to try. I don't think it's going to work, but yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, I mean, it should already have that, so that doesn't really help. The other idea was to go look at this again. And see where they're extending that base class. Right? No decorators here, right? So, how are they doing it? No, you're extending it, right? How do you extend it? Do you extend it? No, you gotta. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What is the constructor? ID key, which is key of. That other thing. Action handlers. Are they using it here? No. Where are they using it? I mean, here they're just doing a bunch of them. It's been a while since they updated this. I just don't know where to look. Maybe they're not using the decorator at all. Let me I don't know what it thinks the @ symbol is. Actually, pretty much everything in this library is like at least 2 years old. Well, I'm afraid there might be something that is like intimately familiar with NGXS under the hood that's happening in this library. So it may not be a good inspiration. Because it may not be. I can't see how they handle this. So, yeah. If they don't. I don't know what they do, though. But wouldn't this be nice if we could just do this? I mean, I know it mutates it, but... Okay. The return type of property creator function must be either void or any. Oh, it's a property. It's a property. Right. Maybe I have to do this. It'll work. But there, you know, I bet there's another way to do it. But I want this to be pure. I want this to be pure functions. I want it to be agnostic to NGXS. I want it to be agnostic to everything. You should be able to use this inside NGXS in a way that isn't like this. I just don't know how. This is going to be the same like stuff for like so much. I don't know what to do. I'm going to move forward, and hopefully an NGXS expert can help at some point, but that's up to them, because in my article this will show up as crazy results, really like verbose. And NGXS kind of leans on that way anyway. It's like even more boilerplate than NgRx. Less thinking hard, more boilerplate. And I think that I'm okay. Like, emotionally, I'm okay with this. I just wonder if there's something that I could do. NGRX isn't. It's got some boilerplate too, especially with selectors. So I'm not going to complain that much. I know NGXS, they have a specific pattern for reusing selectors, but it's going to end up not being too different from what I come up with, probably. Like, it's not going to fundamentally be different from exporting it like this and using it somewhere, probably. So, unless you could just extend something and they're automatically on there. I'll look at it when I get to selectors, but for now I'm going to, and that'll be soon probably, but jeez. Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to do the next reducers next. Holy crap, all of this. Wow. What is this? Oh, this is... Oh, this is favorite state. I need to put this up there. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Now, again, like, it looks awful putting this here. You want to have separation between them. Even sometimes in adapters I like separation, but they're object properties, so you don't separate them. So this is actually good that you can separate this like this, but it's actually bad because this should not, like, you wouldn't want to separate it if they were one-liners. So, okay, well, I will, let's see. There you go. Oh, no. Change color. Right, we're, okay, what am I doing? I'm going to stick to this template I have here. So we got favorite received. I'm going to call it receive favorites because it's, so action received. It just sets it. So similar thing to this. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. Favorite received. Oh, I didn't change those names. Little things like this probably bother people watching. It doesn't really matter that much, but what am I missing here? Oh, change color, set. This is happy, but what's going on with this? Oh, there's probably some missing. Yep. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, of course. I forgot about that. Okay, gotta close those curly braces. I think I might just get through this for this video. I'm approaching an hour, so yeah. And then I will, yeah, do the rest tomorrow or not at all, because this is the interesting stuff. It's just going to be laborious, tedious stuff after this, just applying the same stuff, but to trimmer, like a slimmer features. So I'll just go through this once with the most complex feature, and maybe that'll be good enough for YouTube. It's not like it matters, but okay. So, all right, now we got to listen to the same action as all of them. State change name, and now we go here. There is nothing here. All to black. That did nothing. Set to black. What did I call it? Set to black. That's what I call it. I'm so glad StackBlitz has that camel case segment separator extension, whatever it's called. Okay, that's it. Oh no, 3 of these. Okay. I'm gonna do selectors first. Okay, the project I had, for some reason they had selectors go up top. Oh, static properties need to go first, don't they? Do they? Well, properties have to go before methods anyway. So, static methods. Seems happy there. You can tell I just love taking advantage of all class features of NGRx. NGXS, TypeScript. Here we go. I hope I don't have to wrap these. I better not. I don't think I do. Oh, and this is better than NGRx because it's scoped to the state already. So you don't need to define the feature selector. So good. All right. Static, and we're gonna name them nouns. See that? This is where I got this convention from. Noun. Selectors are really, really dumb. They just return things. So I know pure functions all are like that, but I don't know. It made more sense, I think, even. It made even more sense for my library than for NGXS, but I personally, I worked on a large code base with NGXS, and I always enjoyed the fact that selectors are nouns. So let's see. Colors. Hey. No, we don't need this. Okay, so, oh yes, good. Okay, all right, this is awesome. We just need. This is honestly more similar to state adapt. We just need this. Colors. All right. So we're gonna export a noun, which is weird, but what's the deal here? It's right there. I mean, this isn't hard. Did I delete something? Yes. Or not? What's going on here? Oh. Awesome. So all are black. Yes. Yeah, that was weird. Why was it like that in NGRx? Wait a sec. How do we... Oh, I think the at decorator memoizes, so we don't need to do that here. Pretty sure. Anyway, colors and all are black. They take in the string, or the state, and they return what they're supposed to. So I hope this works. Hey, maybe that did that do it? Did that do it? Where? No. Why did it make a new import for that? It's a pain. Okay, static colors equals colors. Yeah, no. Oh, it's the same thing. It's got to be a method. Don't want to do as any or any weird stuff like that. I should be extending something here. Yeah, that sounds right, actually. All right, now it's time to look at their stuff here. Lazy selectors, yeah, I remember him calling it that in the meetup or whatever. Joining selectors, is this it? Is this it? Is this it? Extend, let's just look for extend. Whoa. Yes, here we go. Yes. Oh no. I'm gonna go ahead and create this. So it's static. Return create selector. That is a method that has to come from NGXS. You've got the state, and then you've got the thing. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this in the adapter. Okay. So this is gonna turn into this. Color state. And if there's a way to put this in here too, that would be nice. I didn't read anything about it. Doesn't matter where I put it, it's gonna be, oh, hey, it actually does work. Okay, so oh, cool. I'm glad I get to use an arrow function. Good. What? Oh, we need an extra one? Yep. Don't need that. Sweet, that's terrific. Okay, now all are black. All are black. Our thing here. Oh, beautiful. Now we can inherit that. How do we do that though? Nice. All right. Yeah, that is a failed experiment, apparently. They have to provide a way to inherit state changes too, but I think their models are like, they expect them to be really complex, like their action handlers. Like they expect people to have complex action handlers. But seriously, that would be really great if you could inherit things. But state changes. If you can inherit state changes. All right, you do this, and that's all. You don't. Good. That's what I wanted for state changes. That exact thing. This is, well, how do you define this? I think that's the reason. But that's so cool. This is like in your adapter or in your store, because this is the same thing as a store. When you refer to this dot adapter, you're inheriting all that functionality, just like this. So, if there's an easier way to do this part, though, that would be nice. That'd be really nice. You could define it as part of this, and then call super dot change color. But you know what? That's even more code. But whatever. Just because it's wrapped, you have to access it. All right. Well, that's selectors and state changes. So, all right, feeling pretty good now. Disliked. That'll be the one thing I have to change. Oh, don't need the action. Oh, I forgot. They don't have that. So, would have been nice. But on the other hand, all these are capitalized, so. Yes. Okay. See? This is pretty okay. This is pretty okay. These are just really slim wrappers. Yeah, really slim wrappers. And I mean, this should be just fine. It's not ideal, but you know, there's a lot of stuff in NGXS where you have to explicitly define types like this. Like when you're selecting from the store in a component, you have to type it. But, so, you know, I don't think this is too far off compared to what people would expect. It's just a little unfortunate that it's an extra bit of boilerplate. Is that really all you have to do? Because what is this? Like, why create selector? Oh, states. You get it from states. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know if somebody can help me and figure out like a cool way to do this with action with decorators. That'd be really cool. At least like pass it in, you know? I want them to have separate action types. But what if they all extended the same? I don't think it works like that. They each have to listen to different actions. So I would need something like what they had over in here. Oops. Source, lib, action handlers. I need something like this. Where's this getting called? Yes. App component spec. Why is it being referenced in here? I don't know. Just some extra utilities. Don't think it really helps. I'm going to pause and think some more. I'm going to go see in the NGXS code base. Hope I can find it. I'm going to go see where they have where they define that decorator. Where is their GitHub link? There it is. I should probably put the GitHub link at the top of the page in stated app too. That's where I looked for it in NGXS. So, the docs, tools, packages, core, store, whatever. Source, actions. Oh, that's simple. That's too simple. Yeah. These are basically the only two. Maybe. I'm probably wrong. Okay, where? Decorators, here we go. Action. Oh, here we go. So just determining if it's multiple or one. Okay, so we're taking in. Oh yeah, right. This is the decorator function. You pass in the action type. It's a class. That's why it's like this. Ignore options. Don't care about that. And we're going to return. Oh, right. Target is the method. It's a handler. I remember I defined a decorator for Angular before. For observable inputs. Turns out I did it wrong. You want to do an observable on the changes lifecycle hook, because then if two inputs change synchronously, you don't want to fire two different observables. You want to keep them at the same level. But anyway, so what you want is selectors. That'd be ideal. Something like selectors for component inputs. But the smart people at Angular are figuring that out. But anyway, so you got the name of the method here. That's what you have, I think. Isn't that what this is? I think that's what this is. Or, no, target is the class, I think. Target must be the class. And this is the method. Oh. Interesting. Is static method. Okay, so don't use static methods for action handlers. Makes sense. Sure, store metadata. Where do you use meta? Ensure just sounds like an imperative side effect with no. But why is it returning something? Oh, that's actually important. Like, really important. Let me pause and think and remember why I'm trying to do this. Why am I looking at this? What was that TypeScript error exactly? It thinks it's a property, so it wants the return type to be void. And this return type is a function. Yeah. However, if I can just call the decorator as a function, what would happen? If I just called this without the @ symbol, and then I called it with target and name, wouldn't quite do well. What would happen? This returns void, so okay, target. Where are we using target somewhere? In here. So let's see if this works. I'm gonna try it just with just this action right here. Okay. But we're gonna do action. It needs to take in an action, of course. Okay, and then we need to call it with this. Is that what's going on here? No. Well, I mean, it knows what it's referring to, so I mean, this should work, right? It should work. But then the next part will be set to black. And we're good, right? I think we're good. What's the deal? Expected 3, but got 2. So what's the third one? It was. What's the what third one? Guess I can use TypeScript to help. What are you expecting? Method decorator. What is that? Is that like a native TypeScript? I think it is. Yeah. Does this return that it's a method decorator? Oh yeah, that's what they're calling it here. So what is that? Look at that. This would be fun if I could get this to work. I really love this, if I could. Need to put quotations around it. I want the exact descriptor. Typed property descriptor. What is that? That's the missing thing. Apparently we're looking at advanced TypeScript in this video. This is really cryptic stuff. What is the descriptor? why? Oh, I hate those stupid. Before you go. Okay, so it's typing this as a descriptor, but look at this. 2 arguments. So no. I don't like this. Fundamentally, it doesn't matter what this action handler is. It doesn't matter what type this is. I am going to call it the way I want to, which is like this. So, there. Okay? Will this work? This will be a one-liner. I hope it works. Alright? I'm hoping. So it's in the dislike store that I'm doing that in. Things are still up in the air, so I'm going to go ahead and copy it like this for the third store. And we're getting close to done. Neutral. No, not that. Ah, did I do that too? Actually, yes, I do want that there. Okay, alright. Neutral received. That should be good. Yes. Okay, now we're going to do a dislike state. Dislike state. Neutral state. Yeah. Okay. Oh man, I hope this works. Wait a sec. Oh, I'm referring to it like this. If this works, I'm gonna put this as part of one class, because NGXS people love that. And I will wait. No, this won't work. I gotta unwrap it like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and how will this work? I would like to create a function that wraps things automatically. I mean, it'd be pretty easy. I mean, it would be wrap in NGXS stuff, and it would be method whatever state context. I don't care. We'll pass it in later. Will this work? I hate this. I hate object-oriented stuff. I hate this. Hopefully it just calls it. And this doesn't matter. Okay, and then we'll have method get state. Just like that. So we can call it like this. Later we can make a method that wraps all of them. Or we could just define it from the beginning to do all this stuff. I like pure functions better. Yeah, it really should be defined as pure functions like this. And maybe this could be... Yeah. Then you define the method here and call this for each state change. I mean, it's pretty, and this is backwards from how state adapt has it, but you could have a property called reactions or state changes, whatever, and call it on a bunch of things, and then you could define them in line there. If you want. That'd be easy to move out if you ever like want to reuse something somewhere else. But static like this is easy to move out as well. You just take this thing out. So this isn't, I mean, it's a little annoying to refactor if you were to like start out this way with NGXS, if you switch to a different state management library. But if you're reusing something that exists already, it's easy to wrap in this stuff. And then, yeah, this would, yeah, I think this should work. This should work. It's kind of annoying with this right here, but whatever. It's interesting, TypeScript. It allows you to define a 2-argument function as a 3-argument function, and then you can't pass in a 2-argument function. You can't use it as if it's a 2-argument function. Okay, well, so this is something that I can do later, but for now, I just want to get to the end of this and test it. So it's really close. I don't think anything is referring to the reducer anymore except the components. So let's oh yeah. Okay. The store is coming from NGXS. And I believe it has the same API, so you can do this still. Better be able to. And actions will no longer exist. We're just going to wrap them, or just do it like this. And they're not. Can you new a class in an Angular template? Oh, please tell me you can. So much for being Angular friendly. Let's see. I mean, who would ever do this though, you know? Who would ever do this? So Angular template new class. Oh, I think you can. Please, please let this happen. New. Oh, you can. You can. Why is this person initializing a component in their template? That is crazy. Okay, I think you can. All right. So these have been changed, okay? These have new names. They are each different and unique. So let's just find and replace. And here it needs to be imported. Good. Oh yeah. We're going to new these up too and change how they're done. Hey. Oops, I'm going to work. And then figured out a faster way to do this. Yeah. All right, that was weird. Didn't really expect it to work, but I'm glad it did. That is good. That is good. All right, and then good. Fantastic. Okay. Now this doesn't have to have that kind of insanity. New color change. I kept it like this because the type could be reused. And then what about, was there another? No, it's just those 4 so far. Now these ones, that's just going to be, I'm just going to get rid of these first. And this is the same. It's going to be the same. Good. See, NGXS, it's an interesting variant. Okay, that's gonna unfold into a lot of stuff. Okay, but other than that, I mean, this looks pretty good to me. Yeah, this looks yeah, that's right. So I think okay, how do we, I think we can do this in line. But I don't know if we can use a selector for it. I think we can. Okay, so component. So of course we can do that and define it inline. We gotta do this. We gotta do this. We gotta retype it. It can't infer the type, can it? It can't. Because it's a freaking decorator. This is the worst thing Angular made popular. I mean, the Angular, I know I copied it from someone else, but yeah, it's a trade-off too with type inference. That takes computation time. But like, this was a source of bugs. This was a source of bugs in the project because this will not complain if you give it the wrong type. This is like not having template. It's like a break in your TypeScript where you have to get it right. And if you change something somewhere else and don't change it here, like, you'll never know. Pretty sure. Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure this has been a source of pain. So let me see. Select. I know I did it wrong. Okay, and we're gonna do color state. Yeah, color 7 state. That's a good one. And it's gonna be colors, right? It's a no, not color 7 state. Favorite color state. Where is that not being exported yet? I never exported it. I did. Favorite state. I just called it favorite state. Okay. Oops. Component where? Here we are. Good. Okay. What do I call this? Observable of. Yeah, this is the part I was not looking forward to. it's static. It's static, so I can use it from here. I will just use it from here. Okay. That works. And it knows what it is. It has to. Yes. Good. Okay, there we go. Good. So the people I worked with, they should have done this. They should have said like, and like this documentation, the select decorator. I don't think it should exist personally. Well, maybe it's for performance. Because if you define a selector, well, I haven't cared about that in any of my like demo repos or anything, so I'm not gonna worry about it. But maybe that's what it's for. Just like state.colors. Oh no. Yeah, that's just like, okay, good, we're good. What? Where did this come? Oh, here we are. I got disoriented. All are black. Oh. Forgot about this part. That's what the selectors were doing. I deleted them, didn't I? Did I delete the selectors? No, I exported from the reducer. This extra thing right here. So, I mean, I could just do this exact thing. Create selector. Well, it takes it from states. They have something about this in documentation, so maybe I'll just look there real quick. But for now, I'll just finish this up. Neutral state dot colors. Okay, we're getting really close. We're getting really close. Not even using that. All right, now we just need the combined store selector. And I can't wait to test this blackout thing. But anyway, how do we select from multiple stores? I think they're called joined or something like that. Might be an advanced option. I don't remember where I read it from. Here it is. Oh, this is just a basic thing. Can I put this in the parent state? No. No. Create selector has to memorize it. But I'm going to see real quick if there's a better way. This isn't like joining, it's like chaining off of. Reusing, extending, whatever. See, that's not really joining. That's what he calls it, right? Okay. I just assumed that Mark Whitfield is like that he wrote all of these. That he wrote all this document. That he like wrote everything. Let's see. Oh, well, I wouldn't want to join him like that, but. Let's try this. I don't think he decorates this. Is it decorating it? No. I'm going to call it the sure colors. Color service. I'm just going to paste this now because I'm following it. should be able to pass in the individual. So we got the first, second, and third. So neutral, just like state dot colors. Good. I think we can do this. Dot colors. Then we're gonna get zoo theme parks. All are black. Let's do this. Favorite, disliked, neutral. Why isn't this inferred? It's the same decorator. Have I used this decorator already? I imported it and didn't export it. Why is it any? This knows what it's returning. That knows what it's returning. Oh, we don't want to do this. We want to return the original states. Why isn't this being inferred? It's like he's expecting it to be inferred here. These should be getting inferred. Oh, no, that's not it. Anyway, so I'm going to copy this logic here. Oh, hey, maybe we can do this. Oops, here. Other one, state. It's unfortunate that it's why? Why isn't this being inferred? Why isn't this being inferred? Well, anyway, now we can go back to the component, and suddenly we have to do it like this. Import, all are black. $13.23. Oh no. Where? I don't know if it formats every file. Apparently did. Okay, well. Oh, it's okay, 2623. This seems wrong. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh. This is tortoise line. NgItterable any. Something isn't an observable. I think that's what this is saying. I will admit, I'm very confused. Oops. Template's upset. I can fix that. Loading? What? It's never subscribed to, never received. The single one. What? There's gonna be a lot of debugging here. is going on? Why is this? What is going on? No. Loading. No. Yes. What? Your console. Yep. Okay. Do you have to do that? Installation. I forgot to add the states to module. Do you have to? Oh, they're independent. Children. Oh, you have to add them all. Interesting. And annoying. I hope that's not true. Because I'm going to need to change all the names to have 7 in them. Or I'm going to alias them here. That's what I'm going to do. This is going to be representative of a typical project. I need to remember how to do this. Substates. NGXS. Oh my gosh, this is a complicated diagram. Look at this. What? Unidirectional data flow in engine. What? Holy crap, what is going on here? Okay, this is the state graph. So we got cart, check out items and saved. Cart defaults. Saved, children, save state. Okay, where's saved? Where's save state? Where's save state? Here we go, saved. Yep, okay, saved. Do you have to import this as well? Yep, you do. Okay. Is this what Prettier did? No, okay. Yeah, you have to go to each file. It marks it as saved, but then you have to go and actually save it manually. Okay. I need to just emotionally prepare for what I have to do now. Alright, I'm done. That wasn't too bad. I think I'm done with you now. I'm going to delete you. Okay. Oh man, this sucks. This really sucks. Maybe I'm just a whiner, but man, this sucks. And I hope this works, but I will not know yet. Favorite 7. Jeez. maybe I could have done that more easily. But, okay, so we're good there. And I think, okay, we just refer to it in the component. So, state. Where are the state? Here we are. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Oh, thank goodness. Oh no. Yeah, now I need to import them. Jeez, this is ridiculous. Favorite 7 state, yay. Dislike 7 state. I almost want to export this as its own array. But they'll just add to the lines of code, and I already feel bad for NGXS, so I'm going to not do that. But I'm going to be doing this for all of them. There's going to be a bunch of 6 states, a bunch of 5 states, a bunch of 4 states, a bunch of 3 states. Not 3. Finally. How do I... Okay, down here. Oh, yeah. Okay, alright. Crazy. Okay, so that was the problem. Okay, now... B enabled. Oh, no. No! JSON. It's not async. It can't be async. It's gonna do that again. Oops. Oh. I'm using the selectors wrong. Oh, their decorator wraps it in a special thing. That you have to unwrap with the select decorator. Right? TypeScript didn't help. It's because decorators suck. Starting to get annoyed at decorators. Do you have to do it like this? You have to? Yeah, there's never an example where he, or they, whoever they are. It's always one or the other. I wish decorators didn't exist. I mean, maybe, yeah, says it's an observable because it's a static method. All right, it's not that bad. C leaked. We gotta fix the stacklets idiosyncrasy. It's just how they do it, I guess. Type of, no, just don't know what you are, I guess. Import from the wrong place? No, it did the right place, I think. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what the deal is here. Just unhappy in general. Gosh, this is painful. I wish, I mean, I don't want to have to do this. Oh, oh, oh. This is just going to be color state, right? Okay, let's get a retype of. Let's see what they have. It's gotta be type of. That has to work. And is that better than just defining? No. I'm just gonna define the type that it's returning. All right. Jeez. Okay. Value string name string. I am really getting tired of this. I'm so ready to be done. Since we defined the type, let's use it. Okay, now never mind. I'm just not gonna. Well, I might as well. It describes it, so. Okay, now back to the component. We're going to do an observable of color. Hooray! Hooray. Interesting. It's not working, the camel case thing. Disliked. Neutral. This is terrible because they should be named colors, like with suffix with colors like this, because this is I'm just reflecting on the whole situation, but colors this is what we want. The only thing is this wraps selector. So I'm going to do something dumb. I'm going to put an abbreviation on here just because I already feel bad with how long these lines are. Favorite selector. I mean, this is a meaningless distinction. Like what? Like this is the real one. You know, the real one that include. You know, that when you subscribe to it, it really provides the things you're looking for. And then this is just the selector. You know, it just expects the state to be there. This is like a leak abstraction. Like the distinction between these names, having to come up with a distinction between these names, is a bad sign. Like this should be so easy. Like I'm sure there's a way to do this. I'm sure there's a way to do this. Select. I mean, if it's part of the class, I could just import it directly, but that's like cheating, right? No, I'm gonna officially say no. It's not cheating. It's better. No. That's yes. Yeah. What's the point of even having it in the class, though? Why is it here? Why are we extending those selectors? If when we use them, we're just using the original selectors. What is the point? And I don't even know if this works yet. You know, this meta selector, and why isn't this typed? Let's see. Man, I'm like getting emotional. I thought this was gonna take like an hour and a half. This is taking, well, it's taken me 2.5 hours. The recording's over 2 hours though, but because I paused a few times. It seems so pointless to me to wrap pure functions in a class, but I'm going to do this. Go away. Select. Yeah, I'm becoming slightly, that was pointless, wasn't it? Whatever. I'm becoming slightly despondent. This also needs to be a decorator, doesn't it? Yes, it does. And here's the other thing. You know what? This is interesting because in NGRX, I didn't think about this. But if you were to comment these out, or just not subscribe to them, and subscribe to this one, none of the sources would ever emit. Like, because this is just an observable. It's not chaining off of all your listeners. Well, I'm thinking of state adapt, calling them listeners, but it's not going to trigger these actions to be called. It's not like, what about the loading one? When are those? Oh, this is the loading one. So I mean, it's not going to load them ever. You can just dispatch the blackout action, and it will actually change things. So I guess it doesn't really matter. But I'm not going to hold NGXS to a higher standard than I did with Angular or NgRx. I'm just gonna yep. It's gonna be Boolean, but yeah, I'm just gonna do like the simplest thing. Keep him at the same level. Oh. Okay, now we enable it, and will it work? No. The action thing. I hate methods. I hate methods. You have to new it. You have to new it, and I have to write a method for this. Dang it. Fine. New does not exist. Well, hey, at least I got through here, so this should be the final thing then. Okay, now we get to define methods. Isn't that crazy? Everything up to here was so change favorite. I could do one, but then I'd create a map between actions, action names, or the scope, the color type, and the action. I'm going to name it the same as in here. So we got new color and index. Number. This.store.dispatch. Yeah, when I wrote that article a year or so ago, it was based off the emotions of coming off of NGRx and seeing the new syntax they were creating for actions and stuff, and then having to go back to classes for actions and stuff, and just really not being happy about it. These are going to be the same. Oh, I needed a method for blackout as well. So neutral. Let's go change that method name. Hey, but we won't be passing this in, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Okay. Change neutral, change disliked. Oops. Oh, is it done? No, I did something wrong. So honestly, yeah, you should. Yeah, maybe you should be able to do this still, but and I just have this wrong, and TypeScript isn't helping me at all, and it can't help me. How is this? How is it returning an observable of the function? I mean, I'm doing it exactly how they say to do it. Wait. Okay. NGXS noob problems. Let's see if some other noob came up with this issue as well. Oh. NGXS. Of course, that's a common Angular thing. I hate these stupid websites. Stack Overflow does it too, though. They have like related questions that get indexed as part of the current answer, and so it gives you irrelevant results because of it. That really sucks. Feels like Google should figure that out. No results. Here we go. NGXS. And it's a related question. Oh, that sucks. That's a comment. Well, I'm going to work on this. Hopefully it doesn't take long. And then I will unpause when I'm back and it's done and everything's awesome. So in like 2 seconds, you're going to see the result. I have to wait. I have to figure it out. All right. Found it. Realized that these were yeah, you gotta call them. You gotta call them first. So, okay. So that's not so bad. It's just decorators suck. They suck so bad. Oh no. I've seen this a lot. What was this from? I don't think I have to do that here, do I? I'm still pissed that this is not inferred. Well, of course, it's this selector. How is the documentation like this? How is the documentation like this? Why? Of course you'd have to type these. Because decorators suck. I don't like decorators. You might be able to tell, but no, wait. Okay, this is wrong anyway. All are black. All are black. Boolean. There. Alright. Okay. A lot of things just happened. Why can I never remember what this is? It's because the error sucks. It gives you no reminder of what it could possibly come from. Okay, let's go to the component and let's selectively comment out some things, just gradually. And hey, no errors. That's awesome. Okay, now let's try this one. A little bit error. There should be. Yep. Breaker. Don't need to rename any of this. It's the color. It's color. I wish I could remember what this came from. Okay, when I figure this out, I'm going to commit it to memory. So when I work on the next 3 Stack Blitz, 3, I still have 3 after this. When I work on the next 3 Stack Blitz projects, I will remember. Common module, it's in there. What was this from? Trying to remember. What was this from? Used in the color picker component. It's right there. Let's see. Can't find it. Let's try this. I'm gonna get 100 questions to say, oh, I forgot to put in the common module. Import common module. Capital I. Yeah. NF if. That is funny. That is funny. Okay, where's the color picker? There it is. Yeah, I mean, it's working in the other ones, right? I'm using it here, right? Oh. It's unhappy for both. Just clear. Okay, now share state Angular. Yep. Async couldn't be found? It's really acting like... Huh. It's pulling it out from there, so... It's part of common module. What is this? The issue is I just did so much stuff at once. And it was so different. Maybe I should have started small. Okay, I'm going to pause again while I figure this out. I had to refresh StackBlitz. That was the solution. Okay. Loading. Loaded. And it's all working. I think. I haven't tested this yet. Oh, that's a problem. Why is that? Why is that like that? Oh, do I have to do it like that too? How to use it? What do they say here? How though? Oh, I think you're supposed to be able to use it the same. Where is this in here? Let's get rid of that. I don't care about that. Not anymore. Okay. What's it emitting? Oh no. True? How is it true? That's like the last thing I expected it to output. Yep, that looks good. What do we got here? Oh no. they only show an example with like the zoo state thing. It's the main. If I were to change that, get rid of these things, what gets logged? Something that seems right. Oh, okay, I need to look at join, they call it, join. This should, yeah, this should, oh, what? Oh, state. I'm really confused. Why is this? What is the purpose of this first argument? In the order they're passed in the signature. Okay. Okay, all right. That doesn't make sense. I don't think that's what it was logging before. Yeah, what is this? Oops. Well, it's just what? It's crazy how often it runs that too. Selector. Man, I'm going crazy. State string, is it always just a string? Interesting. No, okay. I'm just wondering why these are different. Is it the current state that it injects? I think it is. Yeah. Okay. This has to be a state? Is there something about this that makes this behave differently? Oh man. And TypeScript just can't help. Just okay, well, I will pause again while I figure this out. I just have to say, so I'm trying this, create selector. I'm trying this, and look at this. It looks like they actually typed this as any. Like it's actually in there as any. It's not generic, it's any. That's crazy. So this will be any Boolean because of every, but I'm good with it for now. I'm gonna see if this works. I wonder if this will work. This will be crazy if it works. Actually, it'll be just a relief. So, please just work. Okay, go away for now. True? Why is it true? Why is it true? It's the same deal. I bet if I log it, it'll be that weird memoize thing again. Yeah, I'm gonna log in. It'll be the exact same thing. Alright. And it's the exact same thing. So, unwrapping. How does this work? Does it have to be done here? The parent state, right? The parent state should be able to do it, right? I would expect. I'm going to try to define this in the parent state. Alright. I'm just going to try this. And do this exact thing. But now you're here. Alright, and did I get rid of that? Apparently I did. You know, let's just all live in peace and import without caring about what else is being imported. All of these individual imports just asking me to delete them. There's no need for that. Okay. The very last one. I hope this works. Work. Frick. See, what's... yeah, the at state decorator, I guess it doesn't matter. Did they change this and not update the documentation or something? Like, because it's not... This isn't happening. I don't see this happening at all. I don't think... Okay, let me just Google and see what people maybe have done about this. Joining meta selectors, that's what we'll search for. I'm seeing that meta selectors were introduced in NGXS 3.1. How were they not in before that? How would you select from multiple states? Was it just not possible before? That's crazy. Alright. Back to researching. So, I found this random project from somebody, and they had a meta selector and they commented it out. But it looks like they tried to use it the same way I did. Does it just not work? I should try to uncomment this and see what happens. What? Yeah, you just import it. I don't think you have to. Yeah, no, that doesn't make a difference. Okay. Oops. Meta state. Really? Okay. So they gave up on that a long time ago. What is meta count? going on here? What is happening? Oh, whoa. Oh, okay. So that's okay. So it's just not. It's just ignoring it. Because this is just calling it, and that's just a function. Why is it erroring though? See? That's working. It's just not. That's not my problem though. I hope this isn't a bug with NGXS. Because there is this weird stuff they say, like right here, that order mattered or something weird. I don't even know how this becomes an issue. Maybe because these all run initially. And there's some weird thing with registration. This seems so bizarre. This is so bizarre. Why would this be the first argument? This is latest release. Meta selectors. Oh, this is different. A little bit. Formatted differently. What about joining? Hey, this is nice. Very simple. This. I used NGXS on a big project. This has to work. Like what? And I'm still confused why this isn't typed. Copy. I mean, we had to type it here. Without this, it'd be like, what? I should pause again. I'm an idiot. As remembered. Remember how we're using this? Apparently you have to do the same thing. I mean, you have to. I haven't tested it yet, but this has to be the solution. Which means, let's just go back to the happy way they were doing it before. Actually, no. What were they saying about like the arrows and all the confusing things? Child state, let's see. NGXS, child states, substates, unidirectional flow. And only the parent can manage its children. Right, of course it's referring to them. I really do like having this in the parent, so I'm gonna close this, leave. Back here. I do like having it here. So, we're gonna keep it. All right, I'm just gonna, golly, yes, of course. All right. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank you. Finally. Decorators. And me having bad short-term memory. Those are the problems here. And why? Why are we passing state here? This should just be another selector, and selector, like, guess defining a selector for state would be weird. But like defining a selector and just returning the main object, that would be weird, but I don't know. Anyway, so I guess this is a good place. I'm gonna put it here. I don't care. And this is a great place to select from child states. And if it's going to be across states that are unrelated, just put it in some random service. That makes sense to me. But here, this makes sense. It's got children, after all. Huh. Do you get access to the parent? To all of it? Ooh, that's pretty cool. That isn't. So you can create selectors here. But why would you? They're already going to be defined as part of the child state. They should be. So I don't know, but maybe you want to. Yeah, I don't know. This could be anywhere, apparently. Okay, alright. Oh, I gotta try that thing now. That thing that I've been looking forward to this whole time. This thing. We're looking at the middle one. No. These work, that didn't. Let's go back to the component. I'm tired. Let me get rid of this. Oh, why is that so high up? Because I'm zooming in, probably. Black out. And why isn't it disabled? Am I not using it correctly? And oh, because they're not all black. That makes sense. That's a good reason for. All right. Instance action method. If it is not a function. I'm afraid to press the back button on my mouse. I want to go back, but yeah, I can use this though. No, I can't. Yeah, control minus. I think that's what it is, but anyway. Yeah, pure function. Go back to the state. We're wrapping it in some stuff. And that is, yeah, we want that. Because the black one, yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is. Name? What was it? Or was that here? Name. So target. Name. Name. The function is the name? Oh. Is this just some random side effect you have to run? Does it not actually... Do I have to do this? It's not going to be this, it's going to be this. It's not going to be that, it's going to be this. this, that, this, that, this, that. Oh no. Static methods. Oh. So it's already been defined. So they're assuming if you're referring to it from outside, something like that. I think that's what the deal is, yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so, well, that sucks. These are methods. Oh no, I have to call super. Oh, and that. That sucks. Oh, so I was actually okay with that. I guess. I can get rid of this console log. Yeah, nothing's associating the action. I don't think this should matter, but why? Oh, first, okay. It'd be a miracle if this worked. That's a miracle, but I hate it. Okay. Now I'm going to figure out how to inline it because I hate it separate. I hate it being up there in the constructor. It's really not great. Wait, it has to be used on methods. What if, here, okay. All right. I could have come up with this a long time ago. Oh. Good. Okay. All right, we're good. I'm going to call this use reaction. Use, call it use state change. It's a little more generic. Okay, and if this is possible, then we can have our wonderful dream come true of having the super class. I mean, this is stupid anyway. Like, it doesn't matter what type this is. Nobody knows what it's doing. It's a side effect. So, all right, this will save code. I'm going to use this. Try to define it once. I'm going to have it here. It's going to be part of everything. This is going to be work, moving this all. But anyway, so I can do this with all of these, which is nice. Wait, can I? The action. Payload. Oops. Okay, I hope this works. I mean, if it doesn't work, it won't work for the blackout one. So, it worked, so we're good. Okay, this is actually okay now. I mean, the type safety really sucks. All right, let's. State, payload, any. Can't mix optional. Oh, you can. You can. All right, so it's going to take state, payload, no, state. Actually, both of these are. All right, return state. Okay, and then method. String. Oh, right. That's just going to be state. Who cares? Okay, see if that works. That was just a TypeScript thing, so of course it works. Now, let's try one with a payload. Set. Right. I hope this is doing the type correctly. Let's see if it is. Good. Good. No. Frick, what's up with this? Where's that error coming from? Oh, stacklets. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so this is an approach that scales basically. Well, it works. So, all right. All right, I'm happy. I invented something, I guess. And it still looks weird if you're gonna like do this with them. It could be a lot worse. What should I do? What should I go with? What should I go with? So I actually could create a method or an adapter from state adapt to NGXS, and it would, yeah, okay. It would expect the action payload to be the same. This is actually a little easier to do than NGRx, because NGRx, the properties are flattened onto the action. So, yeah, this could work. I'm gonna go ahead and pursue this, but for now it's just a function. Use state change. I'm going to define it in the superclass, and it's going to be so you define. I just hate how that it would be backwards from adapters, because you have a superclass, and the thing that needs to be mapped is the state reactions. And the state changes, they need to be, it makes sense to wrap them all at the same time. If you're going to wrap them, you're not going to programmatically define state or class properties, so it's going to be one property called changes or reactions. I'm going to call them reactions. Or state changes. Because when you do it here, you would do super dot reactions dot set. That's what it'd be. That's what it'd be. Okay. It's not less boilerplate, but the idea is, but it's so weird to have them as class, a single class property. That's the thing that people will think is weird. So maybe I'll just take each adapter method and individually unwrap it. I just don't think people will care. I don't think they'll like that. They won't care about having them be explicitly named, I don't think. But if you're going to people like the class syntax, right? That's why they choose NGXS or something. So the adapter object, it'd be so convenient if you had something like create adapter, but for NGXS specifically, and it takes what you write and it wraps it in this thing with the context. And then when you refer to it, you can do, well, where do you use this? Well, it just inherits the selectors, so unfortunately, yeah. I think we need to it's a weird pattern, because if you define them inline in a class, then you want to extend the class and add reactions. It's just weird to have them all in their own object. It really is weird. What if I create my own decorator? I'd have to go back to the other syntax and figure that out. But I could do it. I could create a decorator that modifies this, right? No, I don't think it modifies it. Doesn't? I don't remember how exactly decorators work. I created one for observable inputs. Well, it just set up a listener, so I don't think it modifies it. So that wouldn't work, but anyway, I don't mind this. This is better, way better than the alternative, so I'm going to roll forward with this and change this to super.set to black. These are methods, and so with NGXS, don't you expect a method to be either a selector or a whatever? Oh yeah, then I remembered this. Nah, you do. No, let's see, where is it? Yeah, state context. These do all follow the same signature, so if you do, maybe that is kind of expected. How do you don't ever refer to other state changes directly. It's just a name, right? Pretty sure. Yeah. Where do you call this? Here or in the parent? I think the parent, because multiple things can extend the same thing, and then it's just less code to use it here. So, okay, all right. Let's move it then. Let's do this. So I've got set. Are we going to do this class syntax, function? We're going to do properties. I'm going to advocate for properties because, I don't know, it's easier, I guess. It's because it's more similar to how I do it in the other place, even though, in general, but you don't have to. With NGXS, or stated apps. So let's see, change color. We'll see how it saves. Okay, yeah. It's like stated app now. Oh, but then I'm going to move that over. It does. Oh, TypeScript. No, what's going on here? Okay, wrap your use state change. Or maybe I should call it use context if it's a way to define state changes. It hurts to do this, but you gotta do it. Okay. Am I happy with this? Will people be happy with this? It's better to call this here. Basically just, yeah, okay, yeah, this is fine. It's reusable. You could just define it in line with the state context for each of them and call set state for each of them. So why don't you? I'm thinking of like interoperability between different state management libraries. This is something that I will use for myself or that they will use if they use adapters in NGXS. And they can use adapters directly by wrapping things like this with the custom, action as any, whatever, this stuff. They can do this. Okay, that is not what it should be typed as. What is going on? Any? Oh, right here. Okay. Back here. Good. Okay. All right. So, yes, I'm happy with this. I'm very happy with this. So, NGXS people, I would advise against, it doesn't matter that much. I am just going to define them inline, I guess. All right, I'm going to do the whole thing. So, back here, it'll be this, and then I'll unwrap it. So let's see. Just copy. What was it? Okay, I think this has all of them. So go back. Go back to the adapter. Yeah. Okay, and now what we'll do is, so we got action. This is a pattern that's unique to NGXS. And as long as you can go from adapter to NGXS, I don't think NGXS people are going to care whatsoever. I think they would prefer defining their state changes like this and being able to refer to them in the child class. This is what they would want. This is what they would want. So I'm just going to get rid of that completely. And now we get the pure logic here. So this is just going to be hey, it's a decorator. It doesn't care what this is. With color change. Gosh. I don't want to define. I don't want this to import from the actions. It shouldn't depend on any specific action. Okay, we'll just right? It gets put on the payload, right? Yes. Oh no. Yeah? How exactly does it work? Action to, oh, it sets the properties directly. Oh, I hate this. I'm really done. I'm getting done. Very, 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 very much tired of this. So this is just colors? No, color change. Oh, it's going to be... I chose. It isn't payload. It sets the properties are flattened. They are part of the constructor. I chose to have it as a change by itself. So this is change. Anyway, so this will be color change. No, it has change on it. Right, it has change on it. But then it's like redundant. It's defined here. It's defined over there. Which one is the authority? I don't want to have to map these things. There's no way to get around it. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. I want this to work so bad. Look, yeah, we're defining it in one place. It's not as bad as I think. Color change action, which will have constructor public, I guess. Color change, and we're moving color change to here. This is just how it's gonna be. This is at the very top. This is at the very top. Okay, color change action. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, this is just going to be a color change action. Oops. Color change action. Call this action. Finally, now back to this thing. State. Right, get state. Ugh. Ugh. This is the NGX way. This is the way that people want to do this. All right. This is going to be set state to the new thing. This is the most complicated one, but I just feel like this feels right. Oops. Oh, action.change.index. Dang it. Yeah, it's okay. It is custom to this thing. So, const index new color equals action.change. All right. Now we don't need this. Okay. All right. Now we're setting state to the new state. This looks like an action handler. Basically, you take your action handler and you move it up. And actually, this is good. This is exactly how you'd want to do it with NGXS, because the way you'd write it is so that later you can extend it. So all you do is you take the listener off and you go ahead and you take the listener off, write the action listener off, and then you can go and use this in other places. It should just work. All right. Okay, now we're going to go and import this over in the actions file. Each of these are going to extend color change action. That is so nice, actually. That really works. Okay. This is the time you would create new actions for all of them as well. So, did I reduce code? Maybe. Anyway, it's copies of the same state pattern, so it makes sense that the same action payload is going to be used in both, I guess. I'm thinking in terms of state adapt. Whenever you have an adapter, you yeah, they're gonna have the same type of payload, of course. So yeah. All right. So now we're gonna have colors received action. Okay. Adapter. Here we go. And this really is not too bad. Constructor. Okay. Very, very easy. Let's go ahead. Oh, good. Unnecessary now, and I could have just done this. Enough. Beautiful. That is actually beautiful. Still want to keep them separate because of all the sprawl, but okay. So I think I'm getting good at figuring out how to explain this to people. You have a state. What you want to do is you want to copy and paste that somewhere. Get rid of all the action handlers, and then in the other one, get rid of all the get rid of all the actions, but then create action like bases for each of those actions that just defines a constructor, and then underneath, like, you're going to extend those for each action and define a type. So you're going to have two types. Like two different actions, of course, because you're reusing the state pattern. Yeah, And this is better than just doing a nested state. I think it is. I don't know. For NGRX, I decided for sure. I don't remember why. It's a lot of busy work, but it is a lot of work to change all the state shapes and everything. So this does create a simpler state management thing, though. Maybe. Yeah, because you can extend it and add whatever you want if you want to. Just like, I mean, it's just a base adapter. It's an adapter, basically. So, yeah. It's weird, but okay, now we get to use this one. Colors received action. No. Stop that. That's ridiculous. Don't do that. Okay, action.colors is good. So state get state. Set, and obviously it's just going to be set. So state. No. That's it. Right? That's what it is. You return the same thing. Set, yes, set. Okay, good. Ooh, man, you don't need state at all. Okay. Cool. Alright, so change color is already implemented. Set is now implemented. This would be a syntactic dead end if you were ever to switch away from NGXS. So I guess it's not a syntactic dead end. Okay. Black. So just set. That is actually just fine. That is beautiful. Oh man, that's cool. That's cool, man. Okay. And it's just one thing. Here we go. All right. Action. No. As any? Really? Yes. Yes. Okay, man, this is... I love this cake. Now, wherever we're defining this... Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. That's all. Copy that. Go down to erase. Delete. Colon. Semicolon. It's going to be called set, though. Receive favorites. What did I call in here? Receive. I'm just going to call it receive then. Colors. That makes sense. And it's type checking. Oh, this is dense. This is cool. This is somewhat minimal. I mean, it's like twice. No. On balance, this is comparable to NGRX. 73 lines, 72 lines. That's incredible. I can't believe it, actually. After all of that, this was achievable? That is crazy. That's crazy. This really is not bad. This is not bad at all. I'm happy about this. I mean, realistically, people would probably separate these. What is up with that? At state, what happened? Oh. Yeah, that was weird. Probably same thing down here. Yeah. People, it does look better separated. It, like when two lines of code, when things are related, you should separate them like that, I guess. If it was one line of code, oh, maybe it'll be one line of code though. Huh? Let's see. Hey, we can. This totally works. Okay, let's see. Well, this will just be like that. Oops. Yeah. Monotonous. Oh man, this is so cool though. You know, this, it doesn't even matter what we call this. It's an endpoint. We call this A, B, C, whatever, but that's confusing, so. Wow. Wow. That is amazing. So, NGXS happened to, well, it's because it saved on selectors. That's what it saved on. And then it's just more verbose over here with the adapter. The adapter is 51, and then the actions. We got 51 and 26. Are we comparing already? Let's test it first. So make sure we're still working. Loading, 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 loaded. Orange, aqua, turn all black. I didn't even test any of these individual things, but these are easy. I can't believe this all works. It's all working and it looks actually fine. Oh, the component's huge too. That's right. Actually, I'm going to try this again. I'm going to try this. Please work. Hey, that works. Oh, good. Oh man, I should have known. I should have known. There we are. Let me get rid of those. And that. Should I keep it? This start store.select. Sure, but I'll put it down here because it's the NGXS way, but it's the same thing, so I'll put it in the same place. And this sucked. Yeah, if they fixed actions to be objects and have action creators so that you could create them from the template, then we get rid of the methods. It's awkward in NGRx though. Just is awkward there, so. I don't think people are going to consider this a big plus. Just people are used to thinking of, like, the problem is the store is this global object, and then actions are supposed to be specific to the component, to the event source. So these like two opposite things. Don't be afraid to use the store in your template. That's what I would say. Just don't worry about it. It's all right. Okay. I'll just save that. Save that. Save that. Save those. There's no action required there. So, or no constructor, so. This works. This is pretty good. What about line length? Why isn't that is prettier not formatting? Oh, commands don't work here. Okay, well, all right. Well, let's tally up a total. What was NgRx? NgRx. I should have written it on my last video, but oh, soap bottle making noise. Okay. This is NgRx. And it doesn't matter, I'll just count real quick. So 72, 180, 201, 225. I have a feeling that the order I did that in makes it a lot easier than the last one. So 225. All right, here we go. So we got 64, 120, so 184. That's higher. 184, 135, no, 235, 235, 235, 261, 261. So 261. I knew it would be a little bigger, but and it is a little bigger. So that's what you get with classes and methods, like required methods. And this is, oh, yeah. This is like the NGXS way. This is the way that people would want to do it. You don't have to like refactor when you decide to duplicate state. So, yeah, I'm gonna tell my old team about this, because we ran into this problem twice. We're going to run into it twice, and we ran into it once for sure, and it sucked really bad. My coworker rewrote things to local state and then used that component in 2 places, and that's how we solved it. But it was a rewrite and it took a few days, so that sucked, a couple days at least. And then it still had bugs, so awful situation. Like, we're gonna like nest state, or we're gonna have the same thing and keep state flat and move it to local state. And that we ended up moving it to local state apparently. So I mean, I don't know, it was already really complicated state, so nesting it more would have been a nightmare. So I'm glad. I mean, this would have been nice having this pattern, although it was like a 300 line file, maybe more. So if we had this, we would have moved the logic all to here. This is the exact same thing, but without the decorator, and then you create a generic action for each action that defines the constructor but not the type. And then in your individual states, you map the action to super payload, and inherits the selectors too. So this pattern just is great. And then these become child states, and then you define these actions that are specific. They have the type on them, so NGXS knows which ones exactly to listen for. So this works super well. It's just like splitting everything in half. This is very similar to NGRx, but anyway, that was so much work. But I figured out a pattern, I guess, and that's something that can be reused. And man, 3.5 hours. So I've been at this for 4 hours. It was already real late when I started, and the sun is about to come up. So that, I'm always like overly ambitious when I start these at night. Is this used? Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah. If I created the syntax, I would have name just be the first parameter, just be a string, and then have open for the options. Would have been a line less, but see, I care about that kind of stuff, and maybe I shouldn't, but I think this is hideous. I hate decorators. I hate decorators. But, all right. That's all for today. That was insanely long, and I'm really tired. But I'm pretty happy about what I came up with. And it's kind of a miracle that it works. So when you think about it, it's not, but I wasn't sure I'd be able to figure out something this minimal for NGXS. Glad I did. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.